Good evening and welcome to Evening News on ABS Television. I am Ifi Arono. First, the headlines. Work advancing at 18.5-kilometer Oroma, Umudora, Umuipu, Onono Road to open up the communities to massive agricultural transactions. Former Nigerian Senate President Nnamani charges universities to focus more on producing 21st century leaders. Nigeria Red Cross Society seeks establishment of Federal Ministry for National Reconciliation. And as U.S. and China meet today to continue their trade talks, Trump says China broke their former deal. Welcome to Evening News. Now the detail. Anambra state government is spending the sum of 6 billion naira in the construction of Oroma, Umudora, Umuipu, Onono Road, which spur to Umuezanam in Anambra West Council area. Governor Willie Obiano stated this during an unscheduled visit to the site. Government House correspondent Ejika Abana has the details.
The 18.5-kilometer road project leads to one of the richest agricultural basins in the state, Onono, known as the biggest producers of ugu and other vegetables. Governor Obiano, who expressed happiness at the pace of work, asked the community to protect state government contractors and their equipment to ensure prompt delivery of the projects. He said that state government is encouraged to embark on the road project because on completion, the benefiting communities will avoid crossing the Niger River to sell their farm produce in Asaba.
With this road will be sold in Anambra State, and it's going to go a long way in reducing the prices of goods in Anambra State.
The Commissioner for Works, Engineer Marcel Ifejiofor, explained that the road is one of the most difficult roads in the state because of its difficult terrain, stressing that it is important and unique as on completion it will be the first tarred road for the people of Onono.
It's a difficult terrain, but hopefully the contractor is doing according to schedule, and I'm sure the community are giving him the maximum cooperation.
The contractor handling the project, Mr. Frederick Yusuf, said that they are executing the job as specified by the job contract, adding that they are about to finish piling for about 2 kilometers, promising to deliver the job on time.
And our hope and our goal now to don't close the road. We try our best to make the road motorable for the people during the rainy season.
The Commissioner for Youth Entrepreneurship and Creative Economy, Mr. Bonaventure Enamali, the Majority Leader in the State House of Assembly, Mr. Victor Okoye, as well as the Anglican Bishop of Mbamli Diocese, Right Reverend Henry Okeke, stressed that the Governor's visit is imperative to ascertain whether the value of work done is commensurate with the sum of money spent, expressing optimism that the project will be completed in record time. From Anam in Anambra West Council area, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Petroleum and Union Matters, Comrade Peter Nwosu, has urged in Anambra to go about their normal businesses without fear as the government is mediating in the leadership crisis of the Independent Petroleum Marketers, IPMAN, Enugu. According to the statement, following media reports on an imminent scarcity of petroleum products in 3 southeast states, the Office of the SSA on Petroleum and Union Matters swung into action to intervene in the leadership impasse which led tanker drivers to abandon their duty posts. He further assured that with the intervention, the price of premium motor spirit PMS will be reverted to 145 naira per litre. Comrade Nwosu further assured that his office is already making efforts to ensure that the indiscriminate parking of tankers by drivers at Bridgehead, Onitsha is immediately addressed. He reiterated that the Obiano administration has created enabling environments for petroleum dealers in the state to ensure that the welfare of Anambra is protected. Well, a former president of the Senate, Senator Ken Nnamani, has charged Nigerian universities to focus more on discovering and transforming students into 21st century generational leaders than focusing only on scientific and technological innovations. Senator Nnamani gave the charge while delivering his convocation lecture titled National Integration, Peace and Development that marked the commencement of the 13th convocation ceremony of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka. Our correspondent, Theophilus Ukoha, filed the report taken from here.
The University Auditorium of Unizik, Awka, was filled to capacity with who is who in the academic world and people from all walks of life, including the traditional ruler of Awka, Obi Dr. Gibson Mosu. Senator Nnamani, while delivering the convocation lecture, said universities should contribute towards national integration and development by engendering appropriate culture for national peace and development.
It should be the catalyst of solutions to the social and economic challenges of nationhood. The university should lead the way in the formation of next generation of transformative, effective and purposive leaders for Nigeria for the 21st century. And in concluding, I would like to end this conversation by referring to a book that documents how a group of explorers, inventors and mavericks built the United States of America.
The chairman of the convocation lecture and former chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Atahiru Jega, in his opening remarks, charged Nigerians to, irrespective of religious beliefs and ethnicity, contribute towards national peace and development of the country.
A convocation lecture ordinarily is meant to be the opportunity of bringing town and gown together. And it's also a wonderful opportunity to discuss key issues of national importance. And I consider it a great tribute to the memory of the late Nnamdi Azikiwe that the topic chosen for today's discussion is national integration, peace, and development.
The Vice-Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Joseph Ahaneku, expressed delight for the 30th convocation lecture being the fourth back-to-back in his 5-year tenure, which he says significantly marked the fulfillment of an important aspect of the mission and vision to make convocation ceremonies an annual event in the institution.
This is good case. There is good case for this election, as this is not only the last convocation lecture in the life of our administration, but significantly also marks the fulfillment of an important aspect of our vision and mission to make convocation an annual event. In the last 4 years, we've had back-to-back convocation ceremonies in this university.
Musical rendition by visually impaired students of the institution, traditional dance by the Theatre and Arts Department, and presentation of gifts to Senator Ken Nnamani climaxed the event.
And still on the convocation ceremony at Unizik, the people and government of Anambra State have congratulated the Obi of Onitsha and chairman of the Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council, Igwe Nnemeka Achebe, on the conferment of the Doctor of Science degree honoris causa on him by Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka. According to the statement personally signed by Governor Willie Obiano, Abogidi is well accomplished. Igwe Achebe is a former director of Shell International, an alumnus of the highly prestigious Stanford University in California and Columbia University in New York City, as well as the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, Kuru, near Jos. He has also been on the board of several Nigerian and international organizations. Governor Obiano said the monarch is famous for his robust contributions to educational development in Nigeria and for promoting cooperation between America and Nigerian universities. Obi Achebe was Chancellor of the Kogi State University and is currently Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. He has been rewarded with honorary doctoral degrees by the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University and the Kogi State University. Well, the Management Board of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, has presented honorary certificate and cash to Mr. Lambert Eze of the Commercial Services Department as ABS Employee of the Month for April 2019. The award was presented on the sideline of the ABS management meeting held at the corporate headquarters of the establishment in Awka. Correspondent Daniel Ezigwe has the details of the story.
ABS Employee of the Month Reward is an in-house reward and motivational scheme that honors staff members for their hard work, dedication, passion, and creativity. Presenting the cash and certificate to the winner, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the ABS, Chief Uchenwara, said Mr. Eze has played a dedicated function by giving his best when it mattered the most.
This presentation is to Mr. Lambert Eze of the ABS Commercial Services Department. He's our Employee of the Month, and just to thank him and appreciate his hard work and efforts, and hoping that this will spur him on to do more. So on behalf of the management, we say congratulations to you. Congratulations. Yeah, so this is your certificate. So you hang it and hang it in your wall when you get home. And of course, it comes with a small token, just to appreciate your efforts.
The head of Commercial Services Department of the ABS, Mrs. Beatrice Akwanemye, said the reward was deserved as Mr. Eze has remained dogged in his roles as an employee of the organization.
Say congratulations to you, KC, and I'm so proud because honestly you put in your best. Most of the days you're here, morning, afternoon, night. Still, I should do more because more is expected from you for this recognition. Congratulations.
The recipient, Mr. Eze, appreciated the honor and pledged to continue delivering his best services to the ABS.
I want to thank the management, Mr. MD, for recognizing me as the best staff of the month. I never expected this. I thank you. I promise I will keep on moving forward.
Also at the recognition ceremony was a member of the ABS Board of Directors and the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Anambra State on Radio and Television Broadcast, Mr. Marcel Manafa, who said Mr. Eze has always brought his best to the table when he is needed. In Oka, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.
Congratulations to Lambert Eze, and still to come, Nigeria Red Cross Society seeks establishment of Federal Ministry for National Reconciliation. And as U.S. and China meet today to continue their trade talks, Trump says China broke their farmer deal. We'll bring you the stories and more after this break.
History shows Diamond shared the dream to build more than just a bank, bringing the online revolution to Nigeria and becoming part of the networked society, helping to lift the country and continent out of recession to enrich its people too. Now, with our two banks fused together, we can help more move up the social ladder and help future generations make more of their lives, whoever and wherever they are. A new bond to help unleash the potential in every African who banks with us.
You're welcome back to Evening News on ABS Television. Moving on now to other issues. The Nigerian Red Cross Society believes setting up a Federal Ministry of National Reconciliation will go a long way in addressing the challenges of peaceful coexistence and enthrone national rebirth. The state chairman of the society, Professor Peter Kachi, made this assertion in Oka while addressing the press in a special event to mark World Red Cross Society Day. David Wapasili reports.
While decrying the level of violence, threats and hardships being witnessed in some parts of the country, Professor Kachi said the ministry will help in finding alternative solutions to entrenching peace and automatically reduce the cost of investing in the acquisition of arms and security operations. He also advocated conscious national reorientation to provide alternative narrative to the values of the nation in order to entrench patriotism.
Because does not have security apparatus. Red Cross does not have arms. Ours is to look for a way or suggest or make an advocacy on how to ameliorate the situation.
At the event, the state chairman, alongside members of his executive and representatives of the Commissioners for Social Welfare, Children and Women Affairs, Mrs. Ndidimezue, and that of Youth Empowerment and Creative Economy, Mr. Bonaventure Nemali, flagged off a 3-day free medical outreach. Some of the beneficiaries shared their joy.
Dr. Abuchago, Mrs. Amkanje, the Madi and Yapaka, Bele, Kavana, Ganiru, when they make off Mavana and Yaka.
I'm so happy at least it's free. We didn't collect any kind of
The theme for this year's World Red Cross Day is Love for Humanity, and the day is marked to celebrate the contributions of the Red Cross Society to social development. In Oka, this is David Obokwasele reporting for ABS News.
The palace of the traditional ruler of Obosi, Igwe Chidubem Iweka, was a beehive of activities as his first daughter, Princess Dr. Bian Iroma Iweka, got married traditionally to Dr. Arinze Chizobam Nweke, the son of Chief Hyacinth Nweke. We have details from our studio.
The traditional marriage of Princess Dr. Bian Iweka and Dr. Arinze Nweke attracted who is who in Anambra State, including the state governor, Chief Willie Obiano, represented by the secretary to the state government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelo, the Federal House of Reps member-elect for Idemili North and South, Honorable Ifeanyi Ibezi, and the Transition Committee Chairman of Idemili North Local Government Area, Barrister Asha Nnabife, among other government functionaries, the traditional ruler of Ogbunike, Igwe John Umonyiora, and a host of other dignitaries. The ceremony commenced with the traditional processes between a selected number of the in-laws, including the presentation of kola nut by Igwe Iweka, as the in-laws presented a variety of items to ask for the hand of the princess in marriage. The first appearance of the bride to welcome her husband's family and other guests was spectacular as she danced around the arena with her maidens, while her second appearance was to take a cup of palm wine from her father to show who she has chosen to marry, to the admiration of all. Blessing the couple, Igwe Chidubem Iweka charged his daughter to love, respect, and obey her husband, and advised her not to go to the husband's home with the thought of her background.
Why? Amen.
For the husband, Dr. Arinze Nweke, Igwe Iweka charged him to discover the secret to his wife's heart, love her like a doll, and ensure that any misunderstanding that creeps in should be settled before the next day within themselves. Also praying for the couple, the Bishop of the World Outreach Mission, Bishop Chuka Agwebu, advised the husband never to strike his wife, but always discuss issues with love. The father of the groom, Chief Hyacinth Nweke, expressed joy that they found a lovely wife from Obosi and prayed God to bless their marriage with children and other good things of life. Their separate responses. The groom, Dr. Arinze Nweke, and the bride, Princess Dr. Bian Iweka, said they married their heartthrobs and promised to respect each other.
I feel so happy and I feel very excited and I'm thankful to God that everything went well. It's very special to me. He's a good person with a good heart, very kind.
Cultural displays, cutting of the traditional marriage cake, and dance by the couple featured at the event. From Obosi, Njide Ezonejak reporting for ABS News.
And now to foreign news. U.S. President Donald Trump has said China broke the deal in trade talks, ramping up hostilities ahead of negotiations between the two sides. The comments came as Beijing said it would retaliate with necessary countermeasures if the U.S. raises tariffs on Chinese products. Mr. Trump has vowed to more than double tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods tomorrow. Despite that, the two sides are holding trade talks in the U.S. today. The Chinese delegation from the Washington talks is led by Vice Premier Liu He, one of the most powerful officials in China. Mr. Liu, who oversees the economy, is Harvard-educated and speaks fluent English. Ahead of the discussions, Mr. Trump accused China's leaders of breaking the deal while the U.S. was negotiating on trade. And now to sports news. The first tickets for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics went on sale today, with Japanese residents able to enter a lottery to watch the sport of their choice. Tickets for the 33 sports range from the cheapest general tickets at $23 to an eye-watering $2,730 for the best seats at the opening ceremony. Those lucky enough to score the best seats for the showcase men's 100 meters final will pay $1,200. But half of all tickets will be priced at $73 or less, and special tickets priced at $18 are available for families resident in Japan with children, senior citizens, and people with impairments. Prices for domestic residents are about the same as London 2012, but a little higher than the 2016 Rio Games, Yuko Hayakawa, senior Tokyo 2020 marketing official, revealed. Now that's evening news at this time, but do remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that's at youtube.com/ABS Radio TV Online, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website, and that's at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main point. Work is advancing at 18.5-kilometer Oroma-Umudora-Umuihu Onono Road to open up the communities to massive agricultural transactions. Former Nigerian Senate President Nnamani has charged universities to focus more on producing 21st century leaders. Nigeria Red Cross Society is seeking for the establishment of Federal Ministry for National Reconciliation. And as US and China meet today to continue their trade talks, Trump says China broke their former deal. And that's evening news at this time. Thanks for watching. I am Ife Arono. Have a good night.